Hello, CIS25. Welcome to the course. My name is Professor Casey Nguyen. I am going to be your instructor this semester. So this video is about course orientation. I will walk you through how to navigate through the course, where to find some information about the course. And the next video is going to be on Unit 1. So in this video, we're going to start with the welcome module. This is on Canvas, and you must have received an email from me or view the announcement. So you will find this first module posted. If you're new to Canvas, you can look at this page for all the links to how to use Canvas. In the second page, when you click on this, you will find the course information. Here it provides you with the course description. This course, we are going to go over computer hardware, software, things that you will need to know for entry-level ICT professionals. And this course is geared to give you the foundational knowledge and skills so you can begin your apprenticeship program after completing the course. It will also give you the fundamental and hardware software for the concept in computing system, networking, security, and prepare you for the CompTIA A+ certification exam, which is an industry exam that's highly demanded by many employers. This course requires 54 hours of lecture, 54 hours of lab. Our lab is going to be some face-to-face. I will also allow Zoom attendance, in which I will hold the Zoom session during the scheduled time. As this is a hybrid course, the online lecture will be recorded and released every week. You will also have face-to-face or online lab components. So the first half of the semester, we will have some face-to-face sessions, usually on Monday or Wednesday. And the second part of the course, we will have online lab using Practice Lab. All my videos will be recorded and released on Canvas, also linked to YouTube channel. You can find my YouTube channel. I will have a separate playlist for this course. It will go from the beginning to the end of the course with all the videos. Now, for the on-campus lab exercises, we will be using hardware. So if you don't come on campus, if you have your hardware available, like on your computer desktop or your laptop, you will be able to accomplish the task. If you don't have the hardware, you will need to come on the campus. And if you come on campus, you are required to check clear for class and be vaccinated before you come. So if you're partially vaccinated, please look at the page for the requirements with the testing, and also to be able to be cleared, whether with the blue or the green, in order to come to class. While we're in class and on site in PSC 16, you will need to wear face masks, and if you don't have face masks, we will have some available in the actual room. So for the Zoom, if you prefer to attend the Zoom information is located here. But I will be using Zoom from week 1 through week 12 when we're completing the lab exercises. So you will find the Zoom information in the course information page. When you click the next button, it will take you to the course syllabus. So next, I will go over the course syllabus. As we mentioned, you already seen the course description. This course is going to cover troubleshooting computing hardware, software, how to use mobile devices, how to fix and also maintain your computing systems. This course is a 4-unit course which requires 54 hours lecture and 54-hour lab. We are required to do hybrid online, which requires some face-to-face lab and some online labs. As I mentioned, my lecture videos will be recorded and released in Canvas and also YouTube. And also my Zoom videos that I use for the lab will also be recorded for the students that come on site or using Zoom. So as you go through, make sure that you look at the safe return policy if you plan to come on campus. For our course content, the first part is going to be on PC hardware. We are going to cover how to install certain type of hardware, how to upgrade. We're going to look at how to use applications with your computing system, how all the components would be put together to make a computer, a PC, desktop, or a laptop. Also looking at preventative maintenance, how to run updates, how to troubleshoot, update drivers, how to install OS. For the second area, we're going to cover some networking principles and standards. We'll talk about protocols, topologies, network design, how to be able to connect your system to the rest of your network, as some of you already been doing that at home. We will talk about the small scale to the large scale type of network, different type of communication methods, and the hardware relationship, how to trouble, configure, and maintain the network overall. This is one of the skills that many employers are looking for the apprenticeship program. In the third part of the content, we are going to talk about laptop, which we will start in week 1. We will talk about how to configure, repair, and maintain laptops. Near the end, we are going to cover printers, and we're going to look at different types of printers, how to troubleshoot printers, as many of you might work in the support area where you have to work with printers. All businesses use printer for receipts, for invoice, for different things, even though we are digitizing a lot of the components now, but printers play a big key in the certification and your field. For the fifth part is we're going to cover operational procedures, and that's going to go over guidelines, how to recover, how to deal with disasters in the case your system crash or you get malware or you deal with different type of issues in your IT infrastructure. The sixth area of our content is going to be on operating system. We'll talk about Windows operating system, Linux operating system, Mac OS. Those are the major operating system that we are going to cover in this course. We'll take a look at the graphical user interface, how to use the OS, how to install and configure application on your operating system, the components of your operating system, the element and features, how to maintain your OS, and to be able to make sure that you have preventative care for your operating system. The seventh area of your content is going to be on security. We're going to address threats, different type of malware. We're going to go into different form of attacks, and then we're going to get into some requirements with security, biometrics, how to work with data backups, handling different type of security issues, making sure that we meet customers' requirement, and also have preventative care for your system. The eighth area of our content is going to be on mobile devices. We are going to touch on mobile devices in the first week. We'll talk about tablet, we'll talk about laptop, we'll talk about bring your own devices to work and how that work in the business environment with configuration, synchronization, and data backup. The ninth area is going to be on troubleshooting. This is an important area for your field and for certification. We'll look at different steps, the set of steps that we need to troubleshoot your system, how to troubleshoot your operating system, looking at different type of solutions, and how to troubleshoot networks. how to deal with different issues in security and also mobile devices. The 10th area of your content is going to be on how to have professionalism as an IT professional, working with different entity, businesses, and also individuals and customers, your communication skills, how to document certain things or generate service ticket, dealing with legal issues, along with different areas of technician role like call center, and also applying troubleshooting process to solve issues. Additional content will be related to lab with your hardware, as you can see here, using the diagnostic software and also looking into component installations. We will also work with cabling and how to use the cables to connect your systems, how to configure your systems, starting with the installation area and going through the operating system area, especially with Windows. And then in the networking area, we are going to look at network monitoring tools, how to deal with wireless routers and also wireless connection, looking at encryption for wireless, and also how to configure your router for DHCP, network interface, connectivity, monitoring your devices, filtering using your router. And then with the other areas is going to be related to RAM and your Windows, how to troubleshoot your hardware and work on remote connectivity to help customers to resolve network issues for security and troubleshooting. The learning outcomes in this course, by the end of this course, you are to be able to assemble components based on customer requirements. You are able to install, configure, and maintain devices on the PC and also software for the end users. You will be able to understand the basic of networking and security. You will be able to diagnose, resolve, and document the common hardware and software issues with the troubleshooting skill. You will also be able to provide appropriate customer support using your customer communication skills, customer service skills. You will also be able to understand virtualization, desktop imaging, and deployment. The prerequisite of this course is none. The advisory for this course is CIS1A. So before entering this course, you should have some basic skills, especially with Microsoft Office, and understand the basic component and information systems. This course fulfills a CSU transfer if you're looking to complete the bachelor degree at Cal State San Bernardino. This course is documented in the CID for CSU and some UCs. The textbook that we're required to use for this course is going to be your CompTIA A+ Core 1 and Core 2, 5th edition by Rick McDonald. The ISBN you can find here. I also have a page for textbook information. Now, if you're unable to purchase the textbook, you can use your lecture notes that I post in the weekly module, and you can use that as reference. It will be very close to the textbook chapter. For class procedure, activities, and grading, this course is required to have you spend 12 to 14 hours per week. The materials is going to be released in Canvas, and each module is going to be per week. Most of the assignments will be due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. at the end of the week. Some assignments will have specified due date, so make sure that you take a look at the due date. I do accept late work. You are, if you have some kind of issues, make sure that you contact me via Canvas message or email and let me know if you're having issues with submitting your work. Now, each of the week that's late, there will be 10% deduction. 2 weeks after the due date, there will be 20% deduction. and I do not accept any late work after the 2 week. So make sure that if you're behind on work, make sure that you turn it in within the 2 week span. I am flexible in the case that you communicate with me, so if something drastic happens, make sure that you let me know and I will work with you. For the activities, there are going to be assignments in our class, and we are going to do assignment for every week. Each of the assignment is going to be due by Sunday or by the due date. We will have A+ practice exam Core 1 and Core 2. Core 1 will be addressed at the end of the first half of the semester, which is by the week 8. And then Core 2 is going to be addressing the second part of the semester, which is going to be available in week 13 to 15. I will open the practice test during week 6 through week 8 and week 13 through week 15. You are to complete these practice tests by the end of the semester or by the due date. I will not accept any late practice exam. These practice exam is aimed to help you prepare for the CompTIA A+ certification, and that's the main purpose, the majority of the purpose in this course. We will have quizzes and final exam. There will be no midterm. There will be periodic quizzes, and when you attempt your quiz, you will have 3 attempts. The highest score will be recorded. Each quiz will be due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. For the final exam that will be released during our last week of the semester, which is week 16, I will be requiring Lockdown Browser. So there will be information on how you can install Lockdown Browser on your computer. Now, Lockdown Browser will work with PC and Mac OS. There is a beta version for Chromebook, but it is unstable. So if you're using Chromebook, you might want to have a backup PC or a Mac OS system available for the final exam. I will not allow late final exam submission, so make sure that you complete the final exam by the due date. The grading scale for this course is broken into different categories, but for the scale, 90 to 100%, you will receive an A, 80 to 89%, you will receive a B, 70 to 79%, you will receive a C, 60 to 69%, that will be a D, and a D will not be a passing grade. Anything below 59% will be an F. The categories will include quizzes, which is going to be 10% of your grade. Assignments and participation will be 35% of your grade. Lab activities, that will be weekly, that will be 20% of your grade. A+ practice exam, Core 1 and Core 2 combined will be 15% of your grade. The final exam in the course will be 20% of your grade. Everything will be added up to 100%. So if you did everything, you will be able to get a good grade in this class. Additionally, I do allow extra credit, and you will see some extra credit being released periodically. Extra credit is not weighted in during the semester, but I will add in the points in the needed area of your grade at the end of the semester. So extra credit is reserved to lift up your grade, and I would not rely on extra credit 100% because extra credit is really aimed to help your grade about 6 to 8% at most. For student code of conduct, I follow the guidelines under the college standards. So under any circumstance that student have any kind of misconduct, there will be processes that will involve counseling along with disciplinary, including removal, suspension, or expulsion of the student. For attendance and participation, if the student doesn't attend or participate and complete the required tasks, within the 2 weeks, I reserve the authority to drop the student from the course. In the case that you have emergency or something happen, make sure that you communicate with me. 2 consecutive class absences will result in a drop from the course. The lack of assignment and submission in Canvas also in the 2-week span will also result in no participation or drop from the course. Make sure that if you do drop the course, look at the timeline on WebAdvisor, and so that way you don't have repercussion relating to your financial aid. If the student doesn't drop the course and just let the course go, the student will get the grade that's earned in the course, and usually that's low. For behavior issues, anything that relates to conflict, offensive feelings, or disruption in the course that will result in corrective actions, dismissal from the class session, or an immediate dismissal, additional drop, along with counseling with administrative staff. If you complete your work, make sure that your work is original and it's yours. I abide by zero tolerance cheating policy. All assignments is subject to plagiarism checker. Do not copy and paste answers from the web. Do not copy and paste answers from other students. And if you are using web materials, make sure that you provide citations. If you need accommodation for accessibility, make sure that you visit the page that's provided here for the DSS services, or you can go to the library building at Moreno Valley campus and see Melody to request, or you can call. On the page, you will also find additional contact information like email, so you can submit. And once you submit your accommodation, the DSS team will notify me on specific accommodation that's needed in the class, such as extended test time, or if you need screen reader or things like that, they will be able to help you with those accommodations. And you have to renew your accommodation every semester, so if you have previously used accommodation, make sure that you update the form and submit the form to DSS. Below is my contact information. You can reach me via email or Canvas message. If you need to call, my phone number there is going to be to my office. My extension is 6940. I do hold face-to-face office hours. Remember again, if you are coming on campus for face-to-face office hours or for class time, make sure that you look at the requirement for COVID-19 response for safe return. On Monday and Wednesday, I hold office hours at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. My office is in Parkside Complex 21, PSC 21. It's next to the soccer field, the park, and I'm on the last room on the left, room 104. On Tuesday and Thursday, I hold office hours from 5 to 6 p.m. in the same room, PSC 21, next to the park, and room 104, last room on the left. On Friday, I hold online Zoom office hours at 4 to 5 p.m. and you can use the Zoom link to access the Zoom office hour. I will be available on Zoom, and the passcode is provided below. If you need to set up an appointment because none of the office hours work out for you, make sure that you send me an email at least 2 hours before you plan to be there. And I will likely set up a Zoom office hours for your appointment, or if you need to talk to me in person, we can also set up an appointment outside of those times. Depending on the time, I do teach 4 other classes, so make sure that you contact me if you have questions about appointment for office hours. Please do not hesitate to contact me anytime you need help or have questions or want to talk about the course. I'm available. So see me during office hours, or you can set up an appointment or communicate with me via email. So how will you be able to communicate with me? You can send me a Canvas message or an email. You can also call, likely that I will have to return your call if I'm not in office. And usually I would return your email either promptly or within 24 hours. Canvas message is the same. How will I communicate with you? I will be able to reach out to you via Canvas message, RCCD email, so make sure that you have access to your school email. Also, I will communicate with you in comments in your assignments, in discussion threads, in all the Canvas related content for our course. Please let me know if you have any questions. For your textbook information, as I covered on the syllabus, you can find the page here. This provides you with the textbook cover, the ISBN, and the title for your textbook. My contact information is provided here as I mentioned in the syllabus. You can find this information on this page as well. It will be under instructor contact information and office hours. So anytime that you need to see me for office hours, you can refer to this page or the syllabus. I included additional MVC resources like academic calendar. You can also find that on the Moreno Valley website. And also your course schedule. If you need a laptop loan, you make sure that you check that out. I think you have to be on the list, or if there's one available, they can help you with that. There are additional services here. I encourage you to use the services as needed. And if you're an RCC student, you can also find RCC services available on RCC website, also with Norco. Most of our assignments will be using Microsoft Office, especially Word. So here, as a student, you're able to download and use Microsoft Office, Office 365. With that, you can also have OneDrive. So I included a video on how to be able to set that up. You can download and install it on your PC or your Mac. And of course, it's cloud-based, so you can also use the cloud version. I also include some of the certificates that are available at Moreno Valley College. And this spreadsheet gives you the list of the courses, okay, the prerequisite, the certification prep that will be for the courses. And then if you plan to take it in certain sequence, make sure you take a look at the prerequisites. So we have Python programming, cybersecurity healthcare specialist, cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity specialist. These two right here, the IT system specialist and the cybersecurity specialist, those are the ones that are available for apprenticeship. And also the information technology on the top. For apprenticeship, if you want to look at the apprenticeship at Moreno Valley College, and if you're an RCC student, I know that you can ask Mr. Skipberry or visit the apprenticeship website. The information for apprenticeship is here. If you're interested, you can fill out the form. Most students will be required to take this course before they start the apprenticeship. For Moreno Valley College students, you can refer to these flyers for course listings. And also there is a checklist. So as you go through the apprenticeship, make sure that you use a checklist to look at what tasks you need to accomplish in order to complete your apprenticeship and get ready. Below, I also include CTE Counselors, so you can visit CTE Counselors or STEM Counselors. They provide you with the same thing. So for CTE, that will be Career Technical Education. And also their email address if you need to communicate with them. If you need help on resume or if you're looking for internship or jobs, you can also communicate with Nikki Cook, and her email address is provided there. You can set up an appointment to see her. The next page is over CompTIA A+, and this gives you the student membership, which you can get discount if you are purchasing voucher for exam. We do have some upcoming examination voucher for cybersecurity students via a grant with Cal State San Bernardino. I will keep you up to date on that. That is not going to be effective until next month. So once Cal State San Bernardino will allow us to have some funds, we'll be able to disperse it for the students that are in the apprenticeship program for exam voucher as they complete the course. The next page you will find the course plan, and this gives you the weekly schedule. This is an overview on what we're going to be doing weekly. So you can take a look at this so you can have an idea of what we are going to be covering each week. And I will also post a page in each of the modules to give you the task as well. And this concludes my video for the course orientation. In the next video, I'm going to talk about Unit 1, objectives, tasks, notes, and the materials. And I hope to see some of you in the lab this week. And so if you have any questions or concern, please contact me. Thank you for watching the video.